Everyone, welcome back to Football Manager 2017 with Newcastle United, and we are getting towards the business end of the season now. You'll see that our first match of this episode is against top of the league, Tottenham. We're in a bit of a precarious situation in the league. It's all a bit messy with the number of games played, but essentially we need to win our next two matches to have any chance of really finishing in the top four. A defeat today would put us at a severe disadvantage and would be heavily reliant on other teams to get us the results. We do also have to play United, so in theory if we won this game and then beat Manchester United, we would be in pole position for actually the top three. But then we still have to play Liverpool. Our next three league games are incredibly difficult and they're sandwiched either side of a two-legged quarter-final against Napoli. So it's all going to be all guns blazing. I'm not going to worry about which game should I rest players in or not. Obviously if we crush Napoli in the first leg away from home, we can rest them in the second, but I can't pick between which tournament to prioritise. They both offer a route to the Champions League, and for that reason I'm going to go hard at both of them and just hope that it works out, because I can't call it right now. We're also still in the FA Cup. Having won the EFL Cup, we could win the FA Cup too. We're actually probably the favourites. Leicester the only other big team left in there, but that's a long way off. We need to focus on the real hard graft in this episode and hopefully get some good results out of it. Kovacic sends the ball forward to Batshuayi. He's turning the defender, and it's come back for Larry. Mauro Icardi's managed to get the ball. He finds Eriksson. There's Mbolo, and Murray with a good save inside the first minute. Vilhena to Kovacic, nearly at the half-time whistle. Mamana onto Vilhena. The ball sent out left. Wijnaldum's kept it in somehow. He sends it into Batshuayi. Vasquez at the far post, and it's gone in. Danny Rose has hit it against Lucas Vasquez, and we've scored right before half-time. Mbolo back to Romagnoli in a good area. Now Alderweireld over the top. Mamana cuts it out before he could get to Eriksson. But here's Brian Mbolo. Mangala has his number today. And Batshuayi launching the counter-attack. He's got Wijnaldum free on the left. Players in the centre if he can pick them out. Vasquez! It's gone all the way in. I think it's an own goal from Danny Rose, who's having an absolute stinker. Chambers puts the ball forward. It's cleared out. He's still got it though. Looking for our third goal if we can get it. Guedes wins the ball back. Now Danny Rose to Romagnoli. Ball played forward to Guedes. Now Coutinho on fresh. Picks out Breel Mbolo, who's gotten away from the defence. Good save for Murray, keeping us in this game. Lucas Silva chips it over the top for Green. Having a little run. Finds Joel Campbell, who's fresh. And Alderweireld cuts the ball away. Now Breel Mbolo is up top for Spurs, trying to make things happen. But there's a full-time whistle. It has finished 2-0. We've beaten the league leaders. I think we've dragged the title race back into contention by doing so. There's now just 1 point between Spurs and City going into that final run of games. If we win our game in hand, we will move to 60 points, which puts us really up and back in that top four battle. It's the Europa League quarter-final away match in the first leg. We're playing Napoli. It's going to be a very tough game, but we've got a fully fit squad. I'm not going to rest anybody, even though we're playing United on Saturday. They will have a day's rest on us, but I don't want to risk it in the away leg. I want to get that away goal if we can. Batshuayi is starting up top with Pulisic and Vasquez on the wings. Vilhena, Kovacic and Witsel in the centre, and a full-strength defence too. Everybody above 95% fitness. We're in good condition and we can get the win. Corner for Napoli. Insigne puts the ball in. It is cleared away. Hamšík gathering the ball. Goes around the outside, sends it in. Get it away, but he's got another chance. Vilhena getting the tackle in there. Insigne drills it in, and there is Hamšík. He's looked dangerous, and he's got the first goal. Corner from Vasquez. Into the near post. Mangala with the header. We've got the away goal. We're back on terms. Pulisic running at the defence with the drive, but he's lost the ball. Hamšík has the ball cut out by Wijnaldum. Batshuayi's in. He's got a man with him. He goes himself and nearly gets it in. Oh, Penateo's managed to get in. It's a great save by Murray. And it's the last act of the game. We've somehow escaped with a waddle draw away from home. That is not bad at all. I'm not saying that to the team. I want them to be pumped up and motivated for the second leg and the match against United that we've got to play at the weekend. Liverpool getting beaten by Atletico, Chelsea just comfortably crushing Hertha, and Lille getting a good away victory too. Well, this is quite a tough game for me to call in terms of the team to play. We are just absolutely knackered from that Europa League game. I think we're having a bigger hit on our condition because they've played so many games. It's a fatigue factor kicking in to the players' ability to play the next game. We also picked up a massive injury to Kovacic. He's going to be out for up to 2 months. Vilhena is suspended. Rahman is suspended. Origi is injured from the international break. That's 4 key players missing just from that. And then when you focus on some of the other players who are injured, Michael Keane at 81%, it means we've played a makeshift team. I'm going to trust that United are hopefully nearly as tired as we are. They played a day before us, so they've had an extra day's rest, which won't help. But the team is otherwise quite fit. We've got Mbemba having to play at left back, although actually I can do that, and that helps. Mbemba at the centre with Lascelles, Joe Gomez at the left, Cam Chambers on the right, Lucas Silva and Loftus-Cheek with Witsel in the centre. Joel Campbell coming up on the right. He is one player who is 100% fit. Pulisic is good enough to carry it on the left, and Batshuayi has to start up top, otherwise it'd be Julian Green, but I can bring Green on as a substitute if Batshuayi is struggling. Mandzukic through to Ward-Prowse. There's Schneiderlin. Murray with a good save. The shot was straight at him. He had to make that save though. Corner for Man United. Ward-Prowse sends it in. Laporte's up there. There's Ander Herrera. He's managed to slot it in the bottom corner. We've held them off for as long as we can, but we really need to push forward. Ward-Prowse. Ball cleared out by Wijnaldum. Now Pulisic has Green ahead of him. And Schneiderlin's brought him down. United are going to 10 men, and I am going to an attacking form of football. Full-time whistle has gone. The games against United tend to be not that eventful. I think we're unlucky to have lost that game. We did so well, but I think it was just a step too far for the team. The table has now taken its shape, although Liverpool still need to play. But it means we're currently in 6th. We're only 1 win behind Chelsea, which is the good news, but they have a much better goal difference than us. We've got a lot of work to do. A win there really would have helped us out, but we've got 6 games to gain 3 points. Well, we've had a good few days rest following that disappointing defeat to United, and we're back to a full-strength team to play Napoli. It's Batshuayi leading the line with Pulisic and Vasquez behind him, Vilhena, Witsel and Silva in the middle, with Rahman, Mangala, Mamana and Chambers in the defensive positions. We've got a lot of players 1 yellow card away from suspension, which isn't ideal because our team does pick up a lot of yellow cards. The number of times I've been fined this season is just unreal. But the team is fully fit, and so I'd expect us to come through this. I do want to make the semi-finals of this competition. I'd love to win a European competition if we can, but it's going to be tight, and we've got Liverpool to play after this, just a few days rest before we play them. So again, quite a tough match. If we are in a winning possession, I will risk it and rest a few players. Witsel finds Vilhena. He's going on a little run. He's got players around him. It's Vasquez now. To Vilhena. There's Chambers outside. Sends the ball across to Batshuayi. The defender just blocks it there. I think that probably would have gone in. Kalayon's released Insigne though. This is a great counter-attack. It's Hamšík to Zielinski. And Murray makes a good save with Mangala hammering the ball away. Vilhena looking to put us back in charge of this match. Instead he's lost the ball and Schopf switches a flank. They've done that so many times. It's Insigne. Mangala tries to clear it, but Hamšík is there and the away goal advantage is wiped out. Hamšík loses the ball to Witsel. Sends it forward to Batshuayi. Now Vasquez. To Lucas Silva. Vilhena in a bit of space. Switches it to Baba Rahman, who pulls it in. Vilhena's still there. Pulisic to Rahman. Ball over. Batshuayi's in there. Witsel to Vasquez. There's the goal. Vasquez drilling it into the bottom corner to put us level. Corner from Vasquez. Mangala's in there. It's come back to Vasquez. He sends it in again. And there's Pulisic at the far side. And they just about keep it out. Now Lucas Silva out to Vasquez. Finds Chambers. Can he whip the ball in? He does. And Batshuayi's there. It's come for Batshuayi, who hammers it into the top corner. And we need to be careful now. A goal for Napoli would put them through. Just 5 minutes to go. It's Vasquez on the ball. Now Wijnaldum to Vilhena. He sends it across to Joel Campbell. He's got a runner on the left. It's Baba Rahman. This could be an excellent way to finish a game. He puts it in and Batshuayi has finished it. We're going to the semi-finals of the Europa League. There is the full-time whistle. We've made the semi-final of the Europa League. It's the third cup competition this season that we've made the semi-final of. A very good performance. Resilient to come back from behind to win it overall. And it means that we're joined by Atletico Madrid, Lille and Chelsea in the semi-finals. Here is the semi-final draw for the Europa League. We're hoping for Lille if we can. It's Chelsea and Lille, which means that we are at home against Atletico Madrid. The second leg will be away. We need to make sure we keep a clean sheet in that first leg. Hopefully get a win as well, but it's going to be so tough. But the journey continues. Well, unsurprisingly, the team is a little tired after that epic victory over Napoli. We're also in a very difficult situation in the league. We've got 2 games in hand and we're currently 9 points behind Chelsea. It's looking very, very difficult to make the Champions League places unless we can get a win today at home against Liverpool. We're also going to be playing 2 games a week right up to the end of the season. There is no point where we get a week's break, so it's going to be so difficult to sustain this over a long course. So if we fail to win this game, I think I will give up on the Champions League through the Premier League, because it's just going to get a bit too difficult and we will start having to rest players somewhere. But for this game, we are going to go for it. We've got a full-strength team going out there. Batshuayi leading the line still with Pulisic and Vazquez, Wijnaldum, Witsel and Bemba actually coming into the defensive midfield role. Then Rahman, Mangala, Mamana and Chambers across the back 4. Witsel's got the ball on the edge of the area. Karius with a good save. Vazquez still has it. It's brought back and Wijnaldum scores against his former team. That all happened so quickly, but we've got a deserved lead against Liverpool. Corner for Liverpool. Geis puts the corner in. Mangala away. Loftus-Cheek should still get there. He does. Sends the ball forward. Robertson heads it on, but Loftus-Cheek still got the ball. Now Mbemba finds Wijnaldum. Vazquez counter-attacks on with Pulisic. To Green. Straight at Karius. Yarmolenko's corner. Milner's header. It's gone in at the near post, and we've been pegged back in the 90th minute. That's so frustrating. We were nearly 3 points better off in the league, but it's all finished. There's nothing we can do from here. Ojo puts it in. We do get it away. We need to at least get a point from this. Green desperately trying to run forward, but I think it's too late. There's nothing we can do from here. Saka against... There it is. It's finished 1-1. Ah, that's such a sucker punch from Liverpool. Absolutely hitting us at the end there. And even if we win our game in hand, we're 5 points behind Chelsea with 4 to go. I just don't think it's going to happen. Quite a few changes to the team for the league match against Sunderland. I'm willing to rest players for the league games now. Hopefully we can still get the win. Hopefully pick up on a slip-up by Chelsea. But I think it's going to be tough. I definitely want to beat Sunderland. I never like letting the Black Cats get a win over us. And we should still be winning this game without too much trouble. Batshuayi on the ball, nearly at the 90-minute mark. It's sent wide, Campbell into Vilhena. It has to be now. He's still going and Pickford saves it. Vazquez, back to Vilhena. Ball over the top for Gomez. Can he whip it in? He does, but it's gone out of play. And that is the full-time whistle. It's another frustrating draw. We really should have won that. 26 shots, 9 saves from Jordan Pickford. And we failed to beat the rivals. I'm not happy with that, and I don't care if some players are losing confidence. The league opportunity is now gone. We are not going to qualify for the Champions League through the league, so it's all about the Europa League from here. That is all that matters. We've got the FA Cup too. We'll give that a good go, but it's the Atletico Madrid results that really matter. That will be all for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, do drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see how we get on in the semi-finals of the Europa League and FA Cup. We could actually still finish with a treble this season. We have to win the Europa League to make the Champions League, so that is very important. Drop a like on the video to show your support. But until next time, see ya.